I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Kick it and go. With a stiff on, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff on, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
With a stiff on, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff on, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Putting it down for that, time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back, doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be, playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breathe on with the game now. They're hearing with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field, kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing just to heal.
With a stiff on, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff on, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Irresponsible without you money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without you money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess, you ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's sauce so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Man, I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself talk too. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And and there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
Prime time over grind game, overtime's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag, copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss, stand 10 toes on your feet. I could never take it.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Chicago Bears. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
He was brought something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It'll be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 48-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Bullard. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's third down. And that throw behind his man, he missed him. Incomplete.
And 12.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Bullard. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
Now Trubisky back into his end zone. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 7, and that'll lead here to a third down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now fourth down.
Incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he'll take it on this side of midfield. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Throwing on first down, Bullard. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the give, this is McFarland. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 37. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll run with McFarland. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
9 yards.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On 1st and 10, Bullard. That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, Bullard. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally you think the tight ends... Going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the handoff, it's McFarland. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Bullard. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, watch this, watch this.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. Trubisky gives to Cohen. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Cohen. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Cohen, the ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Trying to lay one up deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
A 28-yard.
That's good for 28 yards.
Down, Pittsburgh.
Let's go. 60 Bison.
He'll try and run. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Brought down by...
But obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. To throw on 2nd down. Bullard able to hit his target, Claypool. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun, Bullard. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 30 yards there. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Cohen. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
3rd and 10.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Now a pass hauled in downfield, and he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
And a Steeler first down.
How about the rookie in his NFL debut? Looking sharp. It's 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Bullard. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 40. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll try the left side. McFarland. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Bullard. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Back to throw. Bullard. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do? And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he's got it to make it now 13-0. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Chris Boswell to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over.
And now here is another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Bullard. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Ebron with it over the middle. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. First down. Bullard looking deep here for Ebron. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Bullard. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the gun, Bullard. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second down, McFarland. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Bullard. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, McFarland. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st and 10, Bullard. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. On 2nd down now, McFarland. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1 yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Operating from the gun, Bullard. And he will find his man on the outside. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. From the gun, Bullard. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode. Really.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Steelers 20, Bears nothing. Chris Boswell.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Bullard. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Bears' 28-yard.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
56 the mark. 56 is the mark.
From the gun, Bullard. Ebron caught left side. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Nothing.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Bullard. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Looking to throw. Bullard. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
He dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. And he's going to go down again. Bilal Nichols. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. 2 straight sacks have them backed up now for a 3rd and goal. From the gun, Bullard. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Number 83.
From 13 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
On for the point after.
Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 17-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Play action. Now Trubisky. He's going to wind up and air it out. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
Here we go.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7,
A gain of 13
you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
58, right over there, right over there.
They'll run here with McFarland. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Claypool.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Defense. Set the tone, defense.
On first down, Bullard. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
And a Steeler first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Operating from the gun. Bullard. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Complete to number 83.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And this offense continues to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Chris Boswell.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Now left side on the swing pass. That one a first down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. Dancing to his left. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. 3 yards the game there, second down.
To Tariq Cohen. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And this is caught at the 8. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
That's good.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Short of the goal.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bears get a bit closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero.
Extra point is...
You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage to try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
On the ground, it's McFarland. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Steelers, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.